Now chaps, John back again, and we're after getting the first colour down, okay? Now, if I can just remind you of the colours I'm going to use, well, the colours I'm going to kind of try and get close to, is the Irish Army camouflage, okay? And there's a view of Irish Army camouflage, alright? Now I'm using the lighter of the two greens there as my base colour, alright? Now I'm not going to try and copy the style of the camouflage. I'm going to go for something similar to that now. I'm not going to try and sort of totally emulate it. But colour wise I'm going to kind of go for something close to that. And if you look at my first green there, I'm happy with that. That is close enough. Okay, it's not exact, but then again, I don't care. I don't care about exact, as long as I get close enough. Because I like the kind of the tone and the colours that are in the camouflage, and that's the colour I've decided to go with. Now, how I made that colour, believe it or not, I mixed some tamias. Okay, I used some XF65 field grey, which is sort of the German grey for uniforms. So 50% of that and 50% XF2 flat white. Okay, so the two of them together came up with that. So it's a kind of a sage green, but the easiest way to describe it. It's kind of a sagey coloured green. No, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that indeed. The next colour now I'm going to go for is the darker of the two greens. What I'm going to use yet I do not know, but it looks more like kind of an olive drab, and I don't know if I have an olive drab, so I might have to go for my old NATO green. Yes, my kind of go-to green for military vehicles. It's going to be darker than what's there anyway, you know, so I'm quite happy with that. Now that's dark green. Here we go. NATO green is that, so those two colours will go together grand. And remember then to be brown and black in that again. So I'm going for four colours in the colour scheme for this. Now, how it's going to end up, I do not know. It's all sort of trial and error, and give it a go, give it a blast, and we'll see how it all works. Now, I'm going to try and go for sort of a semi-jaggedy type pattern as opposed to nice smooth curves. Okay, trying to go for something a little bit different than the normal. Now, that's what I said I'm going to try and go for, because when it comes to airbrushing, when it comes to sort of painting in general, I'm not an expert. I've had some fabulous results in the past, I must admit. I've been kind of quite lucky in that. A lot of my best ones, I must admit, are by using a kind of a mask in some shape or form. I've used one, shall we say, that uses I should have dusted it off before I kind of brought it out, shouldn't I? Well done, John. But one that I did that came sort of, I wouldn't call it an aftermarket mask, because the mask came with the kit. Okay, now this is a lovely kit. This is the Hetzer from Academy. Okay, and that comes with a mask, the whole lot for it. Now that's the colours, you know, the sort of recommended colours, the whole lot, and masked it up perfectly. And I got it, I must admit, it's a beautiful job, all nicely masked off. So that was my attempt, say, at using factory masks. That's what we call it, a factory mask. Okay, and then I sort of made my own masks, which is much easier to do when you're doing a sort of a straight pattern. I used it here on this on the what's this thing fucking called again? The name has just completely gone for me. It's the big Russian 155. Actually, I think it's not a 155. I think it's a 152 millimeter self-propelled artillery piece. But it does have a turret. It doesn't have a coaxial machine gun, so therefore it is not a tank. It is an artillery. It is a self-propelled gun. Absolutely massive shooty thing on that, anyway. but we were looking at the masking, not the thing. And with the masking and that, I made my own out of just ordinary bits of Tamiya tape, and I made a nice pattern on that, and that came up lovely as well. So when it comes to sort of masking off, I don't really have, I haven't really had any failures. And then it comes down to then sort of say rough spraying, which is what I usually do. In other words, I don't sort of preset a mask or anything like that, and I just go at it. And I've had, mixed results, shall we say, mixed results. But overall, pretty well, no failures. Some of them I've had to kind of, shall we say, go a little bit heavy with the weathering to, show that the lines aren't exactly so neat and things like that. Whereas this is a camouflage pattern that I'm completely making up. Kind of, shall we say. I'm taking a little hint from the Irish Army camouflage, but shall we say, that's about it really. That's about it. And then again, how can you go wrong with a camouflage pattern? Suppose you can. But anyway, I'm going to persist, and I'm going to get a good camouflage pattern with this. So the next colour onto it will be my, like I said, NATO green. Unless I can find a little bottle of the olive drab, and I'm not 100% sure if I've got a bottle of the olive drab. I must admit, I don't think I have one. But if I don't, you'll see it with the NATO green, and if I find the olive drab, we'll use the olive drab. So anyway, lads, a quick update, just to show you progress in steps rather than sort of the whole lot and telling you what I used and where. And there we go. There's our first colour down, our sage green. Okay, 50-50 mixture of XF. What is it? XF60. No, XF50. XF65 field grey and XF2 flat white, 50-50, and you end up with a nice sage green. So if anybody wants to sort of try and get a nice sage green, there you go. That's how you do it. So that's about it. There's nothing more I can say. I'm happy so far. So don't forget to join me for the next one to see how the green turned out. Okay, because you won't know until then. And we'll see how it goes. So anyway, that's it. Like I said, I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to give it the old thumbs up. Don't forget to join the group build. And to join the group build, there's two ways of joining the group build. Because somebody, believe it or not, sent me an email, and they joined through email because they're not into social media, and I can understand that. I'm not a big sort of social media hog myself, even though I do have the JMSM Facebook page. But even when it comes to that, my good friend Don Nickel, he's basically the man who looks after that page. I must admit, I must sort of give him all the credit for that page. Don is the chap that looks after all that for me, and for us really more than anything else. And that's why it's called JMSM as opposed to John Moore's scale models. But the JMSM does stand for John Moore. So I suppose down the line we'll probably come up with a new name for it, a new name for the Facebook page. The hobby modelist or something like that. I'll have to have a chat with Don about changing the name on that. But I'll still have it linked to the YouTube channel, and you can sort of post your photographs on that and let me know what you're going to build, and sort of you can enter now. Just let me know what you want to build for the group build. Just stick up an old picture of it on the Facebook page, and then when you're finished the whole lot, and you can't put up any finished pictures until the 1st of February. Then you can start doing the finished pictures, because from the 1st of February on, that's when Don and I will start taking names and putting them into the hat, shall we say, for the draw. But I also want to thank Mr. Joseph Flint. Okay, he's after joining the Facebook group, and he joined by email. Okay, so you can email me. The email will be in the description box below. It's tinymoore, tinymoore @gmail.com. Now Joe Flint is entering this. Okay, it's the E25. Okay, and he's got a nice photo etch set and all to go with it, and he's looking forward to that. So Joe Flint entered by email, and you can enter by email too if you don't have a social, if you're into the social media style. I'm sure you have got an email account, and you can enter through that. Just take a picture of it and send it on to me, okay, at that. And you can be entered through that as well. And I'm sure Joe now, when he's finished all that, he'll send me a photograph of the finished E25, and his name will be popped into the hat for the draw. And the draw, remember what I said, there's two nice prizes in the draw. First prize is that SA22 Greyhound from Zvezda. Thank you very much to Zvezda from that. And our second prize then is the Academy 148 scale F4J Phantom. Okay, so we've got the two prizes for the group build, and like I said, they're not prizes for the best in entry. They're for anybody that's finished, and it'll be done on a kind of each person will be given I'll write a list of numbers down beside them, 1 to whatever. I'll on the phone live here in front of you. What I'll do is I'll get up a number generator, and whoever's number then matches the name, they'll be the first prize, and then for the second prize, and that's how we'll do it. And I'll do it live on the 17th of March, which is St. Patrick's Day, fiddle-dee-dee, and it'll be done on, I'll do a live show that night. I still haven't checked to see if the 17th of March is a Friday. So I've got the phone here now, and I can check very, very fast. So bear with me. January, February, March, the 17th is a Wednesday. Okay, so it'll be a live show on a Wednesday night that night. And we'll do a quick live show, and it'll be just purely, it might only be a half an hour long, and it'll be the live draw for the winner of the two prizes. So anyway, lads, take care, enjoy your modelling, and stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell, and you'll be notified as soon as I upload another video. Okay, so in the meantime, take care, God bless, stay safe, and go out and buy yourself a kit, build it and enjoy it, and I'll see you soon on the next one.